We doing it. We doing it. Hold up. Put on this motherfucking super drop. They said we wasn't doing it, but we doing it. You heard? I know, niggas thought two hands wasn't gonna show up. I'm here, man. On my own time. What's good? Yo, drop the chair to super crack. What the fuck? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Get on up in here. Get on up in here. Get on up in here. I know. I've been off my bullshit. I ain't been here, but I'm here now. I'm here now. So what's up? What's up? What's up? Let's talk about it. I'm here. This is what y'all wanted. I'm here. I'm in the building. Let's go. Let's go. What we doing? What we doing? We saw some shit go down. We saw some niggas get their head knocked off. D-Town Bastard salute. George salute. Lisa Bell salute. Yeah. I'm here. I know two hands could be a bastard sometimes. Two hand be on nigga time. He show up late. Sometimes he say he gonna show up, then he don't show up. But I'm here now, man. So let's go. Let me chill on the Jack Harlow real quick. All right, man. Think about Anthony Joshua performance. What do y'all think about what he did to Pulev? What do y'all think about Nakatani now? And him as T.O.'s opponent, since people said T.O. looked regular. I want to talk about it all. I didn't watch the core fight. Didn't watch it. I'm gonna watch that tonight. But let's talk about the elephant in the room. Let's talk about the motherfucking elephant in the room, Anthony Joshua. What'd you think about the performance? Did you see levels? Did you see anything change about his game? Was it everything y'all wanted to see? Could he have done some shit better? I mean, let's talk about it. It's Q&A shit. This is all Q&A shit. D-Town Blast salute. Hey, let's go, man. Hey, man, drop the kid a super chat. Come on, man. Get the likes up. Drop the boy super chat. It's like I'm just fucking with y'all. Y'all know I'm be on that shit. Look, man. Good shit. Let's start there. The pull counter. Everybody say Anthony Joshua don't got levels in his game, but you can see in two fights, and he's only fought two times in a span of like a year and some change. So if we look at those two fights, we look at the nuances on the back foot when he had to take on Andy Ruiz in an immediate rematch. Then we see this man changing levels with the jab, pull countering with the lead right, leading with the lead right, measuring distance, clocking niggas with the left. Like, Anthony Joshua's on some whole nother different shit right now. To be perfectly honest, niggas could say whatever they want to say. I don't think Tyson Fury can get him out of there, man. He ain't going to be able to beat him. If Tyson Fury goes to the only thing he knows when he's in trouble, which is to lay on top of you, out of there, what you think Anthony Joshua going to do? He going to pivot him? He going to turn him? He catching one of these. He's catching an uppercut. And it's night. And we all know, Tyson Fury don't got no chin. He doesn't have a chin. He don't even got a chin. He got a chin that's lunch meat for fucking cruiserweights. So with us knowing that, you think he'll be able to take them Pulev uppercuts? No. I don't know. DT3, all that constable channel. Oh yeah, run down the shout outs. Queen, salute. Carlos Rosado, salute. Yeah, man. I was highly impressed with that pull counter. Thing about a pull counter is, you gotta be Your reflex game got to be on top of it. More than that, a pull counter is all based on timing. That means that you got to perfectly time a pull counter to be able to pull back, measure the distance, and come back with the right hand. So for him to be able to do that, that just shows that Anthony Joshua's been sitting in the pocket. He's been working on his angles inside of the pocket. He's a phone booth guy, man. And everything that I've been seeing from this dude, because he worked the outside. He worked the outside. He used the jab. He stays using angle, circling the ring. Very lateral. But as he's popping the jab, he's getting inside. He was getting inside doing all this dirty work. So I don't know where all of this Gareth Davies cock hopping and shit like that talking about he facing demons and all of that shit, man. Cause if he had demons in his closet, he exercised them bitches all the way the fuck up out of there. Like, it was 1000%. He exercised all of them demons up out of his body. All on motherfucking Pulev. Pulev is never going to be the same again. He might not even fight again. Because, yo, you could take what happened in the 5th round against Vlad, times that shit in the punishment by 10, because he ate multiple uppercuts. He ate multiple uppercuts from the right hand. He got knocked down multiple times. He got hit so hard he turned his back to the fighter. The only time a person turn their back to the fighter is when they like, yo, this is too much. This is too much. Hey, yo, that Asian dude beat the crap out of Verdeo. I try to tell niggas, man. Nagatani ain't no scrub. So my question is, so what do we really think about? So did Teofimo really look normal when he fought Nagatani, or just did he shut him out 12-0 and he just put on a masterclass boxing? Because he couldn't get the knockout. You can see the guy's got a fucking chin of a lion. He handled business, man. So let's put some respect on Nagatani name. Let's put some respect on Teofimo name, because clearly it deserves it. Everybody was all on Felix Verdeo nuts. I said, yo, look at that last match. Look what we put Teofimo through. Verdeo ain't catching that W. And Nagatani showed hella heart, because he got put on the canvas, not once, but twice. Berlanga Zell. I don't know, once he hit dude, it was written all over his face. Man, look, man. I like Berlanga power and all of that shit, man. I need to see more, man. I need to see more. He a young dude coming up. I love everything they doing with him, but it's kind of like with Ryan Garcia. If you see a guy knock the fuck out everything in a matter of a couple of seconds, how can you judge him? And I can't say that great yet, because, I mean, like, the talent ain't matching up with the knockout. So, like, Ryan Garcia, like, for real, this is how I feel about Ryan Garcia and Luke Campbell. If Ryan don't smoke him, then he's average to me. He's average, because the one time he had to step up with a guy who ain't even all that. Luke Campbell is okay. And I'm putting emphasis on it. The nigga is okay. He is literally just okay. He's a basic European style that's born as fuck. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to touch him up easy. When he gets into trouble, the nigga likes to backpedal. He likes to run his ass off. I'm just saying, Luke Campbell is nothing special. So if Ryan can't go in there and style on this young man the way he's supposed to style on this young man, then dog, don't ever talk to me about Ryan Garcia again. I swear to God, because I know what the fuck I'm looking at. It amazes me how people just put so much stock into these dudes who ain't even done nothing yet. Oh, yeah. His power is the truth. His power is the truth. But once again, like Andre Ward always says, Carlos, like, yo, we got to see more when it comes to the sport. When your power don't work for you, what you going to do after that? Because you ain't got a lot of rounds logged in the bank. Now, what you do in training and shit like that and sparring, I don't get to see. But I just know in that motherfucking ring, you going to bend your power eventually. And you're going to have to get behind that jab, and you're going to have to fight. I wouldn't call Luke Campbell the ultimate gatekeeper. I'd say he an average dude at best, man. Like, if he beats no, let me reiterate that. If he beats the shit, and he put emphasis on the shit. If he beats the shit out of Luke Campbell, then I'm gonna put some stock in that. But I mean, I seen Yvonne Mendy beat the shit out of Luke Campbell. Just saying. Jorge Linares, I'm just saying. Arla, what's up, babe? Happy holidays to you, too. I'm just saying, man, like, I don't put stock in these dudes, because look, they're going to put Ryan in there against fucking Luke Campbell, and then I guarantee, like, the level of opposition is going to take a pause. It's not going to be like, yo, this nigga's going and he's going to fight Ryan Garcia, and then everybody's just going to jump on board with the Ryan train. No, let me run that back. They are going to jump on board, but it's not like Ryan Garcia is going to go out here and beat this dude, and they gonna put all of this stock into this guy. But that's what you just now jumping on a train on somewhat of a fast track to getting busy. Ryan, like, Luke Campbell don't say, yo, you getting busy. Like, that doesn't say that. That says, yo, okay, let's up it a tick. Let's up it a tick, and let's see what's really popping with you now. Because like I said, I'm only speaking the facts when I say this nigga's never fought nobody less than ranked 34. The type of style that Luke Campbell has could be troublesome for him because it's boring. Because it's boring, it's basic, and it's very, very studious in the sense of where he's gonna keep control behind that jab. He's gonna keep control with the basics. So he's gonna make Ryan have to operate where you're gonna have to see his boxing pedigree for real. Ain't gonna be none of that quick hook and get you up out of this shit. You're gonna have to fight. So in the regard to Luke's born ass basics, that might be a problem for Ryan. But if his born ass basics is a problem for Ryan, don't talk to me about this nigga ever again, man. Don't talk to me about this nigga ever again. Man, get this nigga some fishnet, get back to Instagram and Abercrombie modeling, man. I got Ryan by knockout. And I'm gonna tell y'all why I got Ryan by knockout. So everybody gonna be like, damn, that's a bold prediction, two hands. Because if you can't knock a nigga like that out, get the fuck out of here. Get the say what y'all want me to say, man. If you can't knock a nigga like that, get the fuck out of here. Absolutely, Lynx. If Garcia struggles, I'm not interested, because, man, we don't even know what Slim Chen is like. We don't even know if he got one of these. How does he respond when he gets punched in the face? Because Luke Campbell's not going to be the one to punch him in the face and get no reaction out of him. But if Luke Campbell does punch him in the face and get a reaction out of him, what does that say about this dude? Besides, he already is what I think he is, man. Too much talking, too many incentivized contracts being boosted on your behalf, and you ain't did shit to earn them yet. And since, like, yo, what the fuck is the game become where Instagram fame is running up the contracts for these boxers now? Not fighting and putting asses in seats, but because you Insta famous. Just like a lot of these boxers, they microwave. They ain't real fighters. Dragon leg salute. Exactly. Look, man. Lomachenko made that boy sit down on a body shot. If that puts anything in perspective. It's all it is, man. It's Instagram fame. Like, yo, let's think about this shit right now. Now I'm about to go dark because, like, for real, I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all, man. I ain't been talking boxing because I ain't been happy with boxing. And I always tell y'all, man, we gotta honor the game. But at the end of the day, it's like, yo, man, Reapers don't lie, man. This Reaper gang shit. Like, I'm not gonna sit up here and sugarcoat this shit for y'all, bro. So I've been 1,000% ass, and just because, you know what I'm saying, I got to sip a little Kool-Aid by watching Anthony Joshua, Shakur Stevenson coming on in the same weekend. The Nagatani fucking Verdeo fight was a fucking amazing. You know, I got to sip a little Kool-Aid over the weekend, but at the end of the day, what has boxing really been for you? Yo, let's put this shit in perspective. Fucking Roy Jones and Mike Tyson sold over 4 million pay-per-views, bro. And Errol Spence and fucking Danny barely did 200. So that just goes and furthers what I be saying, where there's no stars in boxing. Other than Anthony Joshua, Canelo, but shit, even motherfucking Mike Tyson pay-per-views rivaling they shit. So once again, people want boxing. People want to see great boxing. People want to see great boxers get it in, but it's we've told everybody what we want. We want Anthony Joshua. We want Tyson Fury. We want Errol Duck Duck Goose Spence, and we want Bud Mr. Pound for Pound Crawford. We want Artur Beterbiev, and we want Dimitri Bivol. We want shit like that. And the fact that we not getting it, it's like, yo, people gotta look to sagging ass skin and gray hair to get that thing to be like, yo, to see Mike Tyson in the peekaboo doing his peekaboo offense and shit like that, and to see Roy Jones move around the ring and throw that uppercut is more exciting than anything that we've got to visualize. So the people wanting to spend money on the market is there, but the fighters not giving us what we want in the promotion, going the way it's going is not there. Like, yo, how is it that, like, yo, right? Like, I'm serious. Like, yo, I'm so blown with boxing, bro. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all the honest to God truth. How is it that we got proof of one dude been ducking this dude? He been ducking this dude. Errol been ducking Bud. And we know Errol been ducking Bud. But why is it that we can shift blame? We'll shift blame on Bud Crawford and be like, Bud ain't proved nothing at 147. But at the same time, y'all motherfuckers will tune in and y'all will watch Errol Spence versus Danny Garcia, who is fucking 0 for 5. Unless you want to count the fucking match against a true 135 pounder and Ivan Redkach. It's the only match he won. If you want to count that. But Mauricio Herrera, who else? Lamont Peterson whooped his ass. And everybody else at 147 whooped his ass. So we're going to say Bud ain't done nothing at 147, but Danny Garcia gives Errol's fucking car crash Spence validity? This is what we doing. This is why I'm sick of the sport. This is why I'm sick of the sport. Because I told niggas what was going to happen to Danny Garcia. I told niggas this was a tune-up. I said Danny Garcia brings nothing to the table that can damage Errol. And I watched Errol get hit so much in that fight, yo. I watched this nigga get hit so much in that fight. You want to know what I was saying the whole time, bruh? Bud will fuck that boy up with that right hand. He will fuck that boy up for fun with that right hand. Then at the end of the match, he says this shit. This shit disgusted me. Who you want after this? Man, I just bought a couple horses. I bought a couple chickens. I'm trying to chill at the fucking ranch. Oh, I'm done, man. I'm done. Queen of the ring. Queen of the ring. You can't tell me nothing different. He ain't even that impressive in the fucking ring. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. So we saying like, yo, this man said I am the best fighter at 147 because I had to get up and be ready for a Danny Garcia who is 0 for 5 at 147. So what is all this shit bro got to prove to everybody? I'm waiting because clearly he said clearly then he put his foot in his mouth when he was talking all of that shit about who was Bud Crawford beat in that interview where he was all drunk with the choker chain on and shit like that. He put his foot in his mouth when they said, when Derek James and them said he couldn't sell a soul food dinner, but out his own mouth, because I recorded, I'm making a video on it right now. He said out his own mouth, he said, yeah, that fight will sell. That fight with Terrence Crawford to sell because the people wanted it and all that shit. But other than that, you know, yeah. So you saying the fight to sell. So he's admitted the fight to sell. He admitted that he's going to take the easy route with Sean Porter. He admitted that he will fight him after the Michael Garcia fight. That never came to fruition. So what I'm just saying is, time and time again, he is ducked. So what is all of this pressure for Bud Crawford? What is Bud Crawford? Everybody that motherfucking Bud Crawford got in front of, he done knocked them out. The last 8 opponents. But we giving all this ether to a guy who proves himself time and time again. The type of bullshit that Tyson Fury tried to pull the other night, which was cute. Like talking about, oh, Anthony Joshua shit himself when they asked him about him. Bro, how many times am I going to answer the fucking same question before I look you in your dumb ass face and tell you enough is a fucking enough? Let's be serious here. If you ask me like, yo, Two Hands, how do you feel about that fight? I feel like he's gonna knock him out. If you ask me again later, Two Hands, how do you feel about that fight? I feel like he's gonna knock him out. If I told you several times, and I've got to answer the same question several times, and I'm giving you the same answer, like, yo, I believe this nigga's gonna knock him the fuck out. Like, so that's the same shit with Anthony Joshua. That's the same shit with Bud Crawford. Why do I gotta chase you over here, chase you over there, go here, go through this avenue to try to get to you, and keep saying, yo, I want this dude. Keep sending contracts like I want this dude. Then we got the media to do this homework, who already knows that Anthony Joshua sent this man an invitation and sent front row at the fucking fight. But he's shitting himself by saying he ain't mentioning your name. Bro, tradition is to call the fighter you want next out, have him sit front row, and then when you call that nigga out, you bring him in the ring. Tyson Fury declined, he declined it. So now Anthony Joshua is scared. No, it just comes to a point, motherfuckers get tired of answering the same shit, bro. Period. You ain't got to ask me. You ain't got to ask me if I want to lay a nigga down 10 times. Like, yo, he probably hears that shit 100 times a day, 1,000,000 times a week. Bud Crawford has heard Errol Spence questions thrown at him 8,000 different ways, 8,000,000 times a week. Like, bro, how many times do I got to answer this shit? Put this motherfucker across from me in the ring, then all questions can be answered. That's where I'm at with it. Like, we're not going to do no talking. Salute, Lisa. Sweetheart, we're not going to do no talking. We're not going to keep talking. Because let's be honest, fight fans, what has 2020 been? What has 2019 been? It has been the year of nothing but chatty patties. We got a whole bunch of chatty patties. Niggas is talking and there ain't been no action. So all I'm saying is, for the love of God, I want my champion to respond like this. Don't say nothing. Give me all the rocket fuel in the ring. Period. This is the era where we playing duck, duck, goose. I find this shit hilarious, bro. I find this shit hilarious. Like, yo, because we live in an era where fans, like, yo, like I said on IBF shit the other day. Yo, take off of the fucking fanboy members only jackets with the capes on the back. Take the fanboys members only jackets off, bro. The fanboy members only jackets got to go because y'all motherfuckers got these fake ass fanboy badges over y'all hearts. Y'all protecting niggas, man. Y'all protecting them. It's like Bud Crawford shows up at the fight. Y'all boom. Y'all harassing this man while he's sitting there. That's tradition. I'm just saying, man, like, it just come to a point in time where it's like, yo, slow it down. Slow it down. Appreciate the facts for what they are. Like, I'm not here like, yo, I'm so sick of this shit because it's like, yo, okay, when we don't see what we want to see, yo, let's put that shit on this person because he's a warrior. You know, when we don't see what we want to see, let's put this shit on Canelo because he's a warrior. Let's put it on Anthony Joshua because he's a warrior. Everybody that really wants smoke, you got to point all of the blame at them, man. I guess that's what we doing now. AJ's new election. Plain and simple. And I would expect that. Ain't that what we all want, right? We want less talk and more action? I think you should do a live stream about video games. I could do that. Like, look, man. Look. Soccer Training Club, salute. Salute. I know Toby, I got to try to get better and work everything back in. Salute, D. Jeff, my bro in the building. Yeah, man, so what I'm saying is, man, look, man. The fanboy capes and all of that shit, like, yo, it's like, we just gonna keep pointing fingers at all the doers, man. Like, you're a doer. Why don't you do more? Come on, dog. Come on. Like, yo, let's put it like, yo, I just said something about this shit, dude. I said, really? After watching Nakatani first Verdejo, because I picked Nakatani to slump his ass. So what does that really say about Teofimo's performance? Was the guy just all right? Or was he really that deal? Because everybody tried to give him shit for it. But now, the proof's in the pudding that the dude wasn't no crab in the ring. So all I'm saying is, where everybody puts the disrespect, I just wish they put the respect there too, bro. That's all I'm saying. Because it's always a whole lot of disrespect and a whole lot of fuck shit talking and all of that. But at the end of the day, when you're proven wrong, just admit it. Just admit it. I'm a God of War aficionado. I want to visit with you about it. Yeah, that's my shit. That's my shit. I love God of War. Beat all of them shits. Yeah, man. I like. If I had, I literally got a punch in the face for every dumb thing that's happened in boxing. Like for real. Every dude that's done something in boxing that's made me feel some type of way, I literally got a real punch in the face for him. Because like we don't realize like the shitstorm and chaos that boxing is really in right now. Like if I don't think people understand, if Joshua versus Fury doesn't happen in 2021, or if Bud versus Errol doesn't happen in 2021, kiss the sport goodbye, bro. And I mean that shit in every sense of the word. Because boxing is a dying practice. But it doesn't have to be though. Because the talent is there. But once again, when Mike Tyson and Roy Jones are selling 4 million pay-per-views and y'all niggas can't even sell a fucking soul food chicken dinner. I don't know. I don't know, man. Hey, think Cap for real. I'm not even opposed at this point, but I am at the same time. Like I got this thing like this love hate towards that idea, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because if Bud Crawford goes to the PBC, it further proves the argument that we don't need in boxing. That you do have to abandon your promotional outfit where you might be comfortable, where your business might be straight, to go over to another promotional outfit and sell your soul just to get a fight. Because for me, that would be equivalent to selling my soul. Not saying the PBC is a slave ship, not saying any of that. But if you have to go with any other business in boxing, any other promotional outfit, just to get a fight, that just tells you how fucked the sport is. Because now we have this tribalism in the sport to where it's like, it's PBC, gang, 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 gang. Top rank in the zone, gang, 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 gang. They like, yo, we can make the fights happen. But yo, if you want to fight a welterweight, you got to come over in a gang, 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 gang. Nah, fuck all of that. You shouldn't have to do that to make a fight. Boxing ain't never been about that. I think it's bullshit. Tremendous attributes by age. It's called trial and error, learning different ambiance. You can't do anything right. Haters going to hate. AJ, after women. Of course. People are going to hate. Exactly, D-Town. If he goes to the PBC, they still not going to give him Errol Spence. Because you want to know what? Bud ain't going to lock himself into no long drawn out contract either. He's going to take the fight. He might take a 2 or 3 fight deal. See how it works out. See if he can get Spence on it. They not going to give him Spence. They're going to avoid him and do everything else. Like, yo, and Sean Porter, he need to go ahead and trash that fucking podcast because that shit is junk. On my mama, that shit is junk. That shit is worse than them fucking Bob Sager ass suits he be wearing. That shit is trash. Let's pretend like Sean Porter wants smoke now. All right, cool. That nigga don't even want smoke with a barber chair. That nigga don't even want smoke with a barber. But you want Bud? You come on, man. Then this nigga like, yo, this is how you know Sean Porter don't want smoke, right? Cause his man was like, yo, you the mandatory for the WBO. He was like, oh yeah? I may have to do some flexing now. I may have to exercise a little muscle, do some flexing now. Nigga, you don't want to fight. You knew you was the WBO mandatory, you fucking gumpity gump. Oh, life is like a box of chocolates and no hairline ass nigga. Ah, man, Eddie Hearn's on his big boy talk this week. He gotta be. Because Anthony Joshua wants to fight in less than 5 months. So if he wants to fight in less than 5 months, there are only 2 people on that ticket. We know who are those 2 people. We know who those 2 people are. Usyk, he will get flatlined in 4. Easy. He'll play with him. He can't take the punch. he can take Anthony Joshua punch and now he really focusing on going to the body? Shout out to Angel Fernandez? Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. I bet my whole bank account on that shit. True son, salute. That's exactly what I said. 2 hands, a 2-fight deal. Absolutely, D, and that's what I'm saying, bro. It's like, yo, when he showed, and this is what I'm saying, D. When he showed up to the fight front row, that tells everybody what? He wants to smoke next, right? So he showed up. He let everybody know that now he's showing his face because he really wanted. So now, so what do? They completely ignore him when he's in the audience. They booed him. They did all of the chump shit. This nigga wants to go ride horses. So out of all of that bullshit, what it said to me was, Bud thinking about coming to the PBC because you can't go to Top Rank after what fucking Bob Arum done said out in the open. Because you don't talk financials, you don't talk about your fighter, and for real, outside of the like yo, let's be serious about the pay-per-view. They didn't promote the Amir Khan pay-per-view because the Crawford's number. Bud Crawford last fight just did 2.5 million in viewership. I'm just saying. So we can't say Bud Crawford ain't that deal. Niggas know who Bud Crawford is. Put that same energy that you put in Lomachenko into Bud Crawford. It's too late for that now. The nigga should just go ahead and leave. Because if he goes over to the PBC and they don't give him the fight, what the fuck can motherfucker say then? This nigga Errol Spence, he won't even have his dressing room in the same hotel as Bud Crawford. He gonna put that shit somewhere across the street. If he don't take it when he come over there, man, what's it then? Because all we heard is, who's Bud Crawford fight? Who's Bud Crawford fight? Victor Postale. Who is Victor Postale? Now, all of this bullshit, when we knew Victor Postale was undefeated, Victor Postale was supposed to be the best thing going at the time. We can't help that this man normalizes everybody he gets in the ring with. That's not my problem. Y'all motherfuckers just need to step your shit up. It ain't my fault Bud Crawford got y'all motherfuckers in the ring. Normal, pedestrian, jaywalk across street, normal. Just saying. Hell fans hide behind Porter shows that they really don't want to smoke, bro. I'm just saying, why do y'all think all of these podcasts keep popping up out the woodwork, my niggas? Like, let's be serious here. Let's put this all into perspective. Why y'all think all of these podcasts keep popping up out the woodwork? Fuck I do with my cigarettes, man. Did I set the alarm? I do not want to set that bitch off. Anyway, why y'all think they doing all these podcasts now? Every time Bud Crawford has a fight, I really want y'all to go back and look at the last couple fights. The last couple fights when Bud Crawford had, what happened within that month that the fight was supposed to happen? They went on nothing but a renegade PBC campaign. They was talking all types of shit about Bud, trying to criticize his opponents, say he didn't do nothing, all of that. We got to look at the energy and how it works around them. The PBC fans are literally what they are. Members, jacket rocking fanboys, man. Fanboy members only, jacket rockers, man. So anytime Bud come up, oh, it's fuck Bud, man. Bud ain't shit, blah. Bud ain't doing this, he ain't doing that. He not fucking with Earl, Yo, what does that tell me? The fans is trying to fight for you, bro. We live in a world now where the fans will fight for you. You ain't got to fight for yourself, man. Like, yo, fake news and propaganda is a real thing, bro. And it's real influential, bro, because we live in a world of clout. Clout is like a sport for these niggas now, man, but it's like, it's infecting everything we do in boxing because clout is what really keeps these dudes out of the ring. And it's fanboy clout. It ain't clout from throwing knees. It ain't clout from throwing knees. It's clout from just this shit, chatty patty shit. And it's keeping people out the ring. And it's keeping us pissed off. The real ones, the heartbeat is keeping us in a real fucked up place, man. On God it is, man. On God it is, man. Y'all got to get hip to what's going on, man. Get hip to what's going on. They don't want to see greatness. They don't want to see greatness. They want a whole bunch of Tundays. They want a whole bunch of fucking misled Anthony Yards running around here, man. And shout out to Anthony Yard, because he's another misled brother, man. Like, Lord, I'm sorry, dog. I'm only loyal to what the truth is. And the truth with me is like, yo, I'm loyal to the ones who really put on. Like when people shit on Canelo, I go hard for Canelo. Because look at who Canelo fights. When people shit on Anthony Joshua, I go hard for Anthony Joshua. Because look who Anthony Joshua fights. When people shit on Miguel Berchelt, I go hard for Miguel Berchelt. Because look who he fights. Look how he fights him. Like, yo, when it comes to any of these dudes, look at what they doing. Look at who they fight. So I'm just saying at the end of the day, bro, we like last of a dying breed in a situation where it's like boxing is gonna be how do I put it? Boxing is gonna be comparable to the Jake Paul, Nate Robinson shit. But it's gonna be that all the time, y'all. And it's gonna be like yo, we're hyped up, right? The news is hyping Evander Holyfield. They're hyping the fuck out of Evander Holyfield wanting a third fight with Mike Tyson. But they not put pressure on making an Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford fight. Tells you that they trying to milk the bitch at the adders till it go dry because it ain't really no milk left in the bitch. So they feel like Mike Tyson is doing more for a sport. Tyson has done more for the sport of boxing in one fucking night with Roy Jones. In one night with Roy Jones, Mike Tyson has done more for the fucking sport of boxing than 10 boxers. He's brought more money to it. He's brought more casual eyes to it. And that was generated just off the back of those two gentlemen's names. When can we get back to that? But it's genuine though. Oh my God, it's cold as a motherfucker out here. Oh my God. This is the type of shit that's gonna make me quit smoking. Crawford versus Porter would be interesting though. And that thing, Cap, I could rock with you on that. I would love to see it because Sean Porter's gonna come to fight, but I'm gonna tell you exactly what's gonna happen though, bro. Did you watch the Felix Diaz versus Bud Crawford fight? If anybody's watched Merrill Dixon salute, if anybody watched Felix Diaz versus Bud Crawford, you'll see a lot of Sean Porter and Felix Diaz. That is the exact same thing that would happen in that fight. But I'm not the fuck out. I'm telling you, Sean Porter is too easy work because Sean Porter's got to smother his work. He always has to smother his work to look like the more... God damn, it's so cold, I'm shaking. He's got to smother his work to look like the better fighter. But he smothers his work so bad that you can't really see what he does good and he does great unless you really got the eye for it and paying close attention to it. He's going to try to smother his work with Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford is going to pivot him and rock. He's going to have to box Bud. And out of his frustration, what is he going to do? He's going to come forward. He's going to try to smother his work, and he's going to try to make it like hard work for the judge. That. But judges pay attention to all that shit. That ineffective aggression that Sean Porter is going to bring to the game, like, yeah, he's going to make it rough and tumble, but I see Bud Crawford offing that dude in 5 rounds, yo. Like, I don't think people understand, dog. Like what Keith Thurman was trying to get across to him when he was talking about the Jeff Horn fight. Because believe it or not, these PBC niggas won't say it, but them niggas respect Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn ain't no scrub. Jeff Horn is a big, rugged motherfucking welterweight. Keith Thurman was letting everybody know that he could have disposed of that man in 3 to 5 rounds, but he chose to play with that man in southpaw. He played with him in a championship fight, in your first fight, where you moved up to 147. Like, bump all of that. If you unfamiliar with the competition, that's cool. That's cool. Just be honest. But at the same time, look at the way he disposes of everybody at 147, from the punchers to the speedsters to whatever. The tall guys, the short guys, look at the way he disposes them. He's got a way of making you look like a jaywalking ass, regular ass, pedestrian ass nigga, bro. And that's just all off of fucking raw talent and ability, bro. Like Tim Bradley said, nigga, you not no sparring partner, nigga. You need to be a pro. And look what he doing. He dismantling shit. And the problem is, The little bit of money, people got wrapped into their favorite prima donnas. They afraid to lose that shit, bro. But this is the thing about fighting, bro. Stop trying to throw away these niggas on the back end when you done milked them for the little bit of crumbs you could. Because at this point in boxing now, with a little bit of top tier talent you got, you better get busy with them, or you ain't gonna get no money. Brown gone one, salute. Two hands out, though, because I said this on my live today. If Fury is talked about as not being overhyped or not really that much, then how much does AJ get if he beats him? That's an extremely good question. This is the thing with me, man. I don't see Fury as an overhyped guy. I see Fury's resume as highly questionable because of the situations he were in. But if the whole world is clamoring for Fury and they calling him the number one fucking heavyweight in the world, then you got to give him his respect. I think what it does for me is, matter of fact, I don't even matter in that question you're asking. For the people, whoever questioned Anthony Joshua, I think whether if it's Usyk first or it's Tyson Fury second or vice versa, I think that's enough to cap off his legacy and say he's that great. Because don't give him to him for Tyson Fury, you got to give it to him for Tyson Fury and Usyk. But I think this, all of the questions will be answered if he fights Tyson Fury. I think all of the questions for me it's answered now because he constantly in there with top tens. But that's the guy that's going to give him that notch under his belt. But for other people, they'll find a way. They'll find a different way to entertain the conversation if he makes it too easy. If he makes it too easy, bro, you know what they're going to say, fam. Fury wasn't what we said he was. Boy, it causes problems for everybody. He's a dog. No, he doesn't. He don't cause problems for everybody because Kell Brook beat the shit out that boy. Kell Brook beat the shit out that boy. Come on, thinking cap. Kell Brook beat the shit out that boy. Put that whole nigga in a blender. And if Kell Brook put him in the blender, look at Kell Brook. That nigga icing brownies right now. Wilder is the best technical boxer alive. You know it, Two Hands. Absolutely. He's the best fucking technical shit talker of all time. He's the best capper of all time. The best technical capper of all in existence. Fuck that. I'm going to the house. This shit got me. This shit got me. Oh my God. Let's see. D-Town salute. Bud ain't done anything in 147 because nobody want to fight. Spence scared. Thurman pricing himself out. Pacquiao don't want to fight. What else can Bud do? The only thing Bud can do is keep being Bud and knocking down everything around him. Because at the end of the day, this is the beauty about history, D-Town. This is the beauty about history. People say all they want and cap all that they want, but when you go back and look on the resume tells it all. Oh my God, since we here, I got to do it, man. All right. Poetic Injustice Volume 1, right? This fool, now I know y'all caught it because I threw it in there. If you watched it. And if you haven't watched it, I suggest you go ahead. It's 34 minutes of fucking nothing but facts and a whole lot of satire. Do y'all know this nigga Deontay Wilder said, you know, I already know what they're going to say in the history books when they look back. All the people that done ducked me, all the people that ducked me and wouldn't get in the ring and me, I know I'm going to go down as an ATG. Oh, man, stop the cap, bro. Stop the cap. Oh, this nigga said Nate Robinson. Face down, ass up, Nate is what we call him. I smoke in the car when that brick went. I feel you, Ronald, for real. Last one I put a like I got this little yo, I put this little motherfucking space heater. I put this space heater in my Honda, nigga. This little solar space heater in my Honda at night when they get cold. I sit in that bitch and smoke my ass off. True son, salute with the super chat. Virtual warrior clout ain't getting really smashed in your face. Ain't real skills and punches that kill. You already know, champ. Then they judge the real as fake, like with AJ. Absolutely, you know, and it's getting to a problem Yeah, Lisa. 4 million pay-per-views. That is fucking phenomenal. Phenomenal. That 4 million pay-per-views, take all of Errol Spence's pay-per-views, take all of the pay-per-views PBC did in the past 3 years, and none of them shits even rival what Mike Tyson and Roy Jones did in one night. That's a fucking scary sight. A crazy. Crazy. But yeah, man, it's like, yo, the fake shit is what's gonna kill it, man. The fake shit is gonna be the reason why. The fake shit is gonna be the reason why y'all spoon fed bums every fucking week, bro. Every week you're gonna keep getting spoon fed bums, and you're gonna keep getting spoon fed these weak ass excuses, man. Koki, salute, Brody. Interesting, no two hands, because Porter isn't the biggest puncher, but he's got power. And he also rocks Spence. But Porter will touch Crawford, and Bud's chin isn't the strongest. See, that's the thing. I'm not saying Porter won't touch him. Yeah, because, you know, Porter's a rough and tumble guy, and he likes to make it ugly. And in areas where he has deficiencies, he tries to make it ugly. And I think even judges, and I think everybody else picks up on that. That's why it's hard to judge a fight for Porter in his favor, because his work is so smothered. Like, I'm going to give 100% of being. The fight in Errol Spence, I already knew that was going to happen, fam, because I never believed Errol was who he said he was anyway. I didn't put that much stock in him. And I thought if anybody was going to bring him to a split decision, it was going to be Sean Porter, when everybody thought Sean Porter was just going to go in there and get washed. So it definitely does say a lot about his character. It says it's a testament to his heart that he will go in there and fight the fuck out of you. And he's going to make it as fucking hard as he can for fucking Bud. But the thing is, bro, when it just comes to levels, and talent, like Sean's hitting his big ass head on the ceiling, where Bud is just constantly ascending. So that's why it's just like, man, you're going to go out there, you're going to give it a valiant effort, but you're going to catch a valiant ass whooping, though. Bro, you just don't know what you're watching. Hold on. No, then AJ is methodical, has no footwork, very predictable. He's not the top dog. He's the second top dog. And to be honest, he's the more not battle-tested warrior. He's gotten rocked in fights. Okay, so if that's your take, Merrill, okay, didn't John McDermott pretty much beat Tyson Fury? Didn't Tyson Fury get knocked over by a cruiserweight? So whose chin is worse here? Didn't Otto Wallen take that man through the trenches and put a big-ass pussy on his face when he was the fourth best fighter considered in Sweden? And how many great heavyweights do they have in Sweden? None. So I'm just saying, how great is Tyson Fury? When everybody says AJ didn't have footwork, he showed it against Andrew Ruiz. The haters try to call him boring. Then against Kubrat Pulev, when people said he was timid, he showed that he will mix it up in the phone booth, and he showed that he's a studious fighter on the outside using his footwork. He used pull counters. He used every aspect of the game that people question. So my question to you again is, where is this skill that he's lacking, and how is he not a top heavyweight? How many top 10 heavyweights has Tyson Fury beat? How many top 10 heavyweights is Deontay Wilder and Andy Ruiz beat? I'm just saying. So at the end of the day, if you said he's not a top heavyweight, I would say to you, what makes Tyson Fury so much more of a top heavyweight than him? Because Fury is under a lot of question. And this is the thing. Of all of the great footwork and pizzazz in the world, when that footwork is under question against guys who have been rocking you, when that footwork is under question against guys who have been cutting you up, when all of that boxing skill is under question, when you haven't been able to flourish in your fights using it, you've had to use your body, you've had to use your weight, you've had to use all of that imposing 6'9" figure, but you're light with the paws, though. And I'm talking about these hands, when you're light with these hands. So how great is Tyson Fury? Because Tyson Fury has won all of the fights where he's been under fire in, outside of Derek Chisora and Christian Hammer. He's won that shit with leaning on his opponent, fatiguing them, and beating them on the inside. So really, how fluent is this? How much does it really come to use, and how great is this top heavyweight if AJ isn't sitting at the top as well? Because honestly, both of them sitting, for me, A1 and 1A and 1B. I'm not putting either one above one another, but when it comes down to level of competition, when it comes down to more top 10s beating, Anthony Joshua is in that category. So I have to put Anthony Joshua, I have to put him. I put Tyson Fury where I put Tyson Fury, but at the same time, Tyson Fury's got more question mark. Tyson Fury has never even defended the belt. Tyson Fury is the same guy who talking about vacating his belt when he had to fight, when he thought he was going to have to fight Dillian White. So what I'm saying is, there are a lot more questions that need to be answered in Tyson Fury. Like, let's see you defend the belt. Let's see you fight a mandatory. Let's see something come out of this shit. For real, other than this. Because it's a whole lot of talking. All I hear is one of them little mouths that you twist up running across the floor with the chattering teeth and shit. Having a lot of fun. Going walking in circles. That's Tyson Fury. I'm being a fanboy. Okay, so in what way? Fanboy, you really think Anthony Joshua moves like Muhammad Ali? When did I ever say that fucking Anthony Joshua moves like Muhammad Ali? And you're saying the uppercut is predictable. But okay, if you're leaning all of your weight on the guy to get your victories, do you think that Tyson Fury is not susceptible to being an uppercut? Is that analysis or is that fanboyism? I'm waiting because I never called Anthony Joshua Muhammad Ali. I believe that Tyson Fury is the one that's always being compared to Muhammad Ali, which is a fucking lie. When I'm the one who compared his victory to Deontay Wilder to Black Hercules, Ken Norton, not Muhammad Ali. He used crossbone defense. He was heavy on the front foot. He abused the body and he came upstairs. And he was up close and intimate in the phone booth. Tyson Fury don't win his fights off boxing, man. He wins his fights off of being a heavily imposing figure. AJ can't use that. Tyson Fury can't use that shit. He pulled with an Anthony Joshua because his core is too strong. His legs are too strong. If you think that you're going to lay up on him and just put weight on him and fatigue him, you're going to have another thing coming. You're going to be susceptible to that uppercut. And that measuring fucking lead left, right hand, that shit ain't no, you see what it did to Povetkin. I'm just saying. He melts niggas. Anthony Joshua's power is real at this point. You can't say it's not. Two hands with those Fury fanboys believe that Tyson Fury will KO AJ. Look, man, I gotta see Tyson Fury fucking KO something. Like something real. Something real. Because when it comes to elite competition, Tyson Fury don't get KOs unless you want to call Deontay Wilder elite competition. But we all know that nigga's got a chin of a baby deer. You can argue that it's quite highly questionable, but fact about Fury and Billy Joe Saunders, what people don't like to admit is that who the fuck is talking about Billy Joe Saunders? And when did I ever mention Billy Joe Saunders' level of opposition? I'm fully aware of who Billy Joe Saunders fought. What does Billy Joe Saunders have to do with Tyson Fury only fighting Derek Chisora and only having wins over Deontay Wilder and Vladimir Klitschko, blowing up in weight, not getting a rematch with Klitschko, and I'm just saying, fighting a whole bunch of tomato cans, fucking jingling behind a car in between then. He has never defended a belt. He's never fought a mandatory. So we need to question your dude here and this fanboyism that you have. Because if we really think of talking some real shit here, you're showing the tendencies of a fanboy, my G. You are acting 1,000% like a fanboy. See, what fanboys do is they acknowledge one skill set and they don't acknowledge the other. You got to acknowledge the full package if you want to talk about these dudes. You got to acknowledge everything they do right and everything that they do wrong. I'm just saying. So if you're going to be heavy on the Fury cock, because you cock gobbling right now, shit all caught up in your throat, balls jingling all in your throat right now, hanging right next to your tonsils, fucking your shit up. I'm just saying, if we're going to talk about shit, let's talk. Let's talk about these dudes. Let's talk about what they do good and what they don't do good. All I heard you say was one dude is inferior and one dude is a better than the other guy, but you ain't showed me one thing to say why he's superior. You talked about shit for real. I never said he didn't improve. Nah, you definitely didn't give him any motherfucking credit on his improvement. You said AJ is methodical, has no footwork, very predictable. He's not a top dog. He's the second top dog. And to be honest, he's the more scared warrior, more scarred warrior, not battle-tested warrior. He's gotten rocked in fights. Didn't Tyson Fury get rocked in fights? If that wouldn't have been a top-ranked promotion, wouldn't they have called that fight and Tyson Fury would have lost to Otto Wallin and any other fight, they would have called that shit. I'm just saying, didn't Tyson Fury uppercut himself in the face? Has Tyson Fury ever defended a belt? Was Tyson Fury knocked on his ass by a cruiserweight? Are those not facts? But AJ's methodical. AJ shows no footwork. He shows no movement. I'd say AJ showed all of those things you're alluding to saying that he didn't show. The only thing AJ needs to improve on, he needs to work better on his clinch and not standing up so straight when he's backing out of the clinch because he's susceptible to getting hit with a hook. That's what he needs to work on. But no footwork. To say he's not methodical, you're fucking bugging right now. And you my guy, but you're fucking bugging right now. J Blue, salute my G, what's goody? No, bro, you're being a fanboy. Nah, man, I'm not though. I give people their roses. And I understand, like I said, I'm not here to convince nobody that Fury wins. If Fury wins, cool. We got to get him there first. My thing is, all the talking shit don't matter because people know how I feel. This is what people expect. From me. What I expect is to see two men get in the ring, and then we can let them decide for us. Because all of this talking and shit, all of this so-called fanboy talk, but when really it's voice from a fucking fanboy and yourself, fucking crazy. It's hella redundant. How's Anthony Joshua scarred? I'm just saying, the only person that hasn't faced adversity is Tyson Fury, because he ain't faced no adversity in the ring. And people can say being knocked down by fucking Deontay Wilder is facing adversity in the ring. No, that was that nigga playing around, and he knew it. And he turned on when he stopped playing around. We ain't seen Tyson Fury go through shit yet. Tyson Fury ain't faced no loss. The only loss Tyson Fury faced was losing fucking weight. Ain't no fucking adversity. That's staying off the fucking hostess snacks for a little while and getting your shit together and realizing that the fucking division is looking real sweet. But when he was looking at the division, though, did he say that the division was real sweet with Anthony Joshua? Because I ain't see him try to check Anthony Joshua. I ain't see him try to jump in the ring with Anthony Joshua. I ain't see him try to take that flat feet from Anthony Joshua. I saw him jump in the ring with Deontay Wilder, Pinata, Francisco, all that, Safari. Who else? Can man. The can man can. And the fanboys make them feel good. Yeah, bruh. If you telling me what you saw against Andrew Ruiz, 1 or 2, or Anthony Joshua's last fight convinced you that he beats Tyson Fury, you're smoking more meth than meth. You're on a pipe dream, bitch. Man, listen, man. Listen, bro. Now you getting beside yourself because your disrespect is just a little real fanboyish, my G. Using that B word on life will get you fucked up. But on the internet, it gets you nothing but man, I'm just saying, you gotta come a little bit better than that. Because what you're telling me right now is you got your panties all in a bunch. The menstrual cycle is real heavy right now. It's extremely heavy. The Kotex is not holding up. You're dripping down the side of your thigh right now. And you're just hella emotional. I get it. Lifetime movies will do that to you when you've been tuning into too much to Life and Times of Tyson Fury on Lifetime. I'm just saying, man, like, get up off of it. It's okay to give niggas roses, bro. It's okay to give niggas roses. Hey, you ain't got to call me a fanboy because I don't agree with you, because that's fanboy shit. I'm not here to agree with you. I'm not here to agree with what you're talking about. I don't give a fuck about how you feel. I don't give a fuck about the little B words you're spilling out, because all of that shit is just emotion. It's just emotion, and it's okay. You can ride for your boyfriend. It's okay. You can keep your hand in his pocket and walk down and skip down the block with that nigga. It's all good while you listen to Tyson Fury Christmas CD, because I'm sure you running that shit right now. It's okay, man. Just chill. Chill, daddy. Chill with the emotion, man, and that B word, because you would never say that shit to me. Ever. Nobody would ever call me a bitch in front of my face and have a fucking a jaw that fucking operates in a normal fucking fashion. So I'm just saying, keep it humble, keep it boxing talk. Don't come on here acting like a whole skirt because you can get kicked the fuck out of the house. I think Bud is most vulnerable in the first few rounds. He takes us a little time to adjust. I say there's nothing wrong with feeling people out, man. There's nothing wrong with feeling people out. And even in Anthony Joshua, he didn't even turn up his tempo to the third. Tyson Fury, he you guys before you turn up the heat on with starting. Nothing wrong with starting out slow. Twins, do I have any pets? Nah, don't. My we got a bully. We got a little bully though in the family. But I don't have any pets. I don't have the time for them right now. But my daughter, she got hella pets though. You can't make this shit up. Real boxing talk. Hey, look, man, that's the thing, bro. I'm not here to like, that's one thing about me, bro. I'm not here to like give niggas opinions. I'm not here to try to like make somebody like somebody and nothing like that. You are entitled to who you like because I like all of the people that everybody like. I'm just saying, if this is going to be boxing talk and we're going to talk about what's going on in boxing, we're going to be truthful about what's going on in boxing. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and stroke nuts because Merle Dixon is comfortable with holding them shits in his hand, licking them shits, running his tongue from the back all the way to the front. I'm not doing that. Lieutenant Ali, salute. Same with the ice, though. Fury not stopping AJ unless he's extremely gassed and it's late, like the 11th, 12th round. I don't see Fury stopping AJ. Nah, I don't see Fury stopping him. I see Fury like coming down probably like 10. I would say the smartest thing for Fury wouldn't be to bulk up like he did with Deontay Wilder. I think Fury will come down like 10 pounds or so. And I think Fury will focus on being fleet of foot so he can really use that 6'9" jab to his advantage. And he can really use his combination. He can really flourish in his boxing. Because in a fight with Josh, I feel like he would have to be more fluent. He would have to be more of the fleet of foot boxer, even as the bigger guy, and use his skill set to his ability. Because Josh likes it rough and rugged. Josh is very skilled, extremely high IQ on the inside. And I just don't think when I've seen Fury get hit, I don't think that'll be good for Fury. Because I've seen Fury dazed by Otto Wall, and I've seen Fury get hit by Steve Cunningham. I've seen Fury get hit and hurt by a couple of guys. So I'm just saying that the best shot that Josh throws, and he makes it very clear that he loves throwing that uppercut. So I just wouldn't want Fury on the inside. I feel like Fury would make it his best fighting mid-range and using combinations and being fleet of foot. Javi, salute. But honestly though, if it came down to my prediction, I've always said I see Anthony Joshua knocking him out in like 5-9. Break down Anthony Joshua versus Usyk. Okay. This is simple. This is very simple. Everybody watch Usyk versus fucking Chisora, right? Right? We all seen Usyk versus Chisora. So knowing that we've seen Usyk versus Chisora and knowing that we've seen how Usyk had to fight Chisora and we've seen Usyk in fear of what Chisora was throwing in that motherfucker, he ain't going to be able to escape the way he escaped with Chisora. Joshua's faster. Joshua punches a lot faster. Joshua's going to cut off the ring. Joshua's going to be there for him. And I don't think Usyk got anything to keep Joshua honest for real. I think once Usyk tastes a lead left, once Usyk tastes a right hand, a straight right, which he's very susceptible to because he don't got the best guard, he can't firefight with AJ. I think the best thing for Usyk is to go back to cruiserweight. I see that being a 4 or 5 round knockout. I don't think Usyk can stay around. I don't think Usyk can't play like that. Because with Chisora, he had to be so timid and worry about his power, and he had to move so different. I think that with Anthony Joshua, Anthony Joshua has real power in his punches. I don't think Usyk would be able to take that and want to stay front foot dominant. I think Usyk would want to back off and he would want to fight him in spurts and try to steal rounds. He ain't going to be able to do that because with every fucking shot Joshua throws, it's going to be with a thump. And when Joshua stops pulling his punches and he really throws that jab, that bitch is head snapping. Usyk's not big enough, man. That's what it just boils down to. It's one thing to be a skillful cruiserweight. It's another thing to go up and deal with a skillful heavyweight who's shown us that he has movement, who showed us that he can fight off the front foot, fight off the back foot, and showed us that he's willing to do the body work. He's willing to fill the water up with basement. That's a recipe for disaster. I don't think Usyk chin holds up to a right hook. I don't think Usyk chin holds up to the left hook. I don't think his chin holds up to the uppercut. I just don't think that Usyk, because when I seen Usyk fighting Chisora, when he tasted one of them shots, he got the fuck up out of there. He got up out of there. And it was a fight where he had to turn up and turn on to win that fight. For real. And all of that hype shit he was doing at the end, talking about this is boxing and all of that shit, Usyk was hyped because that was the first time he was really in trouble in his fucking life with somebody that could hurt him. And God forbid it was Derek Chisora. And I have no hate in my heart for Derek Chisora. I'm just saying, put Anthony Joshua in that circumstance. What was happening there? Exactly. If we looking to be impressed, Fury's resume is not impressive at all. Like it's just no secret, bro. Like he gets stopped, dog. Like he gets stopped, dog. Like a traffic light just went out and police putting their hands up like this for the first car moving. He gets stopped, dog. Like it'll be ugly. Usyk needs to sign up for Bridgerweight and clean up that for that 4-belt undisputed in 2 weight classes. There you go. For the Bridgerweight, that's perfect for Fury. That's perfect for Usyk considering what I just saw. Deontay Wilder need to take his ass to Bridger too. But yeah, Usyk would definitely at that 200. What is it? Bridger is a 225 to 205, right? 205, 225. Yeah, Usyk would thrive there. Man, look, I didn't bet on the fight, but I had a feeling like if Chisora was going to win, it was going to be by a knockout, and if Usyk was going to win, it was going to be like by a late round stoppage, or it was going to be decision. It wasn't exactly how I thought it was going to go, but I was more leaning towards wanting to see Chisora win because I know what Chisora's outline of his career looked like, and I know where Chisora's at in his career, so I just wanted to see something good happen for the guy. And I felt like that was his one way to finesse his way into a titled situation. I think Fury would have lost to the Klitschko rematch. Absolutely, because he would have let his hands go. I truly believe that Fury would have lost that rematch. That's why all of the bullshit that came after it. Hey, that's just my sentiments on it because when I look at that fight, I just saw a guy that didn't throw his hand. Being Tyson Fury, he took advantage of all of that. And Tyson Fury wore his ass down with the mental game. Wore him down. I don't think that, like, Vlad was there. Like, yo, the whole sauna shit, the face-off shit and all of that, like, yo, Tyson wore him down mentally. Like, he was already defeated before he got in the ring. So all of the things he might not have believed Tyson was, it kept his hands restricted to his fucking side. Like, and Tyson just got the tee off on him. And then even then when he was teeing off on him, he didn't make it honest. Yeah, like I'm not even comparing Chisora's style, Mark. What I'm basically saying is, if you look at Chisora's strengths, if you look at how it played a part in that fight, and if you look at how Usyk fought that fight, I'm just saying Anthony Joshua's going to make him a little bit more honest than that. He ain't going to be able to do that with Joshua. Who wins, Joe Joyce or Usyk? Usyk, just like he did the first time. Easy work. This nigga Joe Joyce is slower than fucking molasses. It works against a Daniel Dubois who ain't been in the ring with shit, who don't even got a fucking jab. But put him in the ring with Usyk, who likes to punch in flurries, who likes to stay front foot dominant, who likes to stay shifting his angles. He gonna beat up on Joe Joyce, man. Joe Joyce gonna be out that bitch like this. Like that's literally his hand speed in live action. That's his hand speed in live action. And Usyk gonna be in that bitch like this. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yo, Mark, you wanna know what's some funny shit, bro? Go back and you Dubois. Watch how this nigga is so slow, bro. He is so slow that he literally shuffles with his feet. He feints with his feet, bro. He stutters with his feet so much. He's so slow. He's shuffling with his feet to try to make a hand feint, bro. It was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. And for Joyce, skitty! And for Joyce, and for fucking, bro, and for Daniel Dubois not to have an answer, not for the freaking steady jab, not for the steady jab that had literally no speed on it. It was a steady jab that put his eye on Balboa Street. It put his eye on Balboa block. Like that joint was full on, folded, cold lunch meat over the eye. He put cold lunch meat over his eye with a punch that only comes every 15 fucking seconds, bro. Like, yo, I'm gonna watch the fight again. I'm gonna stop watching. Tonight, I'm gonna watch that fight again because I really enjoyed that fight for one. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna put a stop clock on that shit like back in the day when you was little in PE and shit and they hit the motherfucker that click. You know what I'm saying? To see how fast you run the 40 time. I bet you I can run a 40-yard dash before Joyce finishes a fucking two-punch combination. Front and back. I can do a 480 before he finished throwing two jabs. The shit was embarrassingly slow. And to watch this dude sit there and eat him all night and have no answer for him, I'm like, Dynamite where? That nigga's all gas. Full fucking intestinal implosion, bro. He said, oh, but his jab always lands on the opponent. So, no. Lynx, you can say all of that shit all you want, but you capping. Daniel Dubois didn't even bring in the ring the basic fundamentals of boxing. He bought brute force in a street brawler's mentality to catch a jab all night that he couldn't even time. If you're telling me, if you want to sit here with me, right now and have this conversation, we can fucking do it, bro. We can do it. But you're gonna be sadly mistaken because I think you might want to retract what the fuck you were saying. Nigga, he's that slow. I could walk to fucking DC, which is an hour away from my house. I could walk to DC, get a 4-piece chicken, rice, and mambo sauce, get back here and finish eating it before he gets a whole fucking 5-punch combination off. The nigga he feints with his feet, bro. He's slow. Licking the windows. Slow, my nigga. He licking all of the yellow bus windows. He's slow as hell. Bruh, he's got a slower jab than Danny Garcia. His jab is slower than Danny Garcia's hook. Wow. I went there. His jab is slower than Danny Garcia's hook. He can't even fucking throw a jab as fast as Danny Garcia's hook. He said, nah, bro, I was quoting the Queensberry Warfare Boys, bro. That ain't my opinion. I put the quotations for a reason. My bad, family. I would never try to put anything on you that you ain't trying to own yourself. You already know that. So I duly noted. My bad. But yeah, brother. Yo, this dude, I could have sex with my girl. I could pop an E-pill, have sex with my girl for 10 hours, wake up, take a shower, go hit the bar with the boys, and he won't be finished the fucking combination. That nigga will still be shuffling his feet by the time I get back, trying to psych the nigga out. The nigga Daniel Dubois was sitting right in front of him all night watching this man shuffle his feet. I said, what the fuck? I'm like, does the nigga need a pigskin football in his hand or something? Because I'm waiting for a juke to come next. That's what I do. One arrow this way, one arrow this way. It was, man, it was bad, dude. It was bad. And Daniel Dubois tried to use brute force and hope that he get him out of there, but they don't call him the juggernaut for nothing. They don't call him the juggernaut because he's big. They don't call him the juggernaut because how hard he hits. They call him the juggernaut because the nigga's got a chin. He's got a chin. Hit the floor. That motherfucker's chin is strong as freaking cast iron, bro. Oh yeah. Look, man, I see a dude who's been lied to his entire career at the age of 19. I see a dude who's had nothing but brute force operated off that, and the opposition they put in front of him, you're supposed to look fucking kind of world class in front of. But Lartley was telling for me. And then another thing is, it's like, bro, he hasn't developed a jab yet. He ain't even, excuse me. Never eat McDonald's again. He ain't even developed a jab. Like, yo, hold on, y'all. I just had to slap myself for picking that nigga for an early knockout, bro. 2 times. 2 hands across the face for picking this dude for an early round knockout. When I sat there and I had this conversation with D. Jeff, and I told G. Jeff, me and Jeff were talking, we were like, yo, if Daniel Dubois is gonna get it, he's gonna get it in the front end. If you don't get it by 6, it's gonna be lights out, it's gonna be problems, dude, it's gonna be game over. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. He got outclassed by a fighter who was in the ring with a Bermain Stavern, who was in the ring with a freaking Joyce. Who was in the ring with a Brian Jennings. He's just been in the ring with better fucking guys. Like, we ain't even seen fucking Dubois in the ring with a fucking with a goddamn Bermain Stavern. 2 hands. That was something he did to crack me up. Dubois walked forward and fainted his head forward to land the right. Then he did it again, and Joyce jabbed him. So the next time, yo, okay. Since we here, and I haven't got to talk to guys about this either. Can we admit that he don't got no heart? Like, I said some nice shit because, you know what I mean? I know everybody first loss, it affects him a certain way. So I did give him a nice send-off gift on Twitter and told him, keep your head up, come back and get it, be a warrior. But bro, he quit. Flat out. He quit. Like, he quit. Like, he all the way quit. Like, could have got up the count, stayed down one knee, rubbing his eye. Like, it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. Now, see, when a fighter talks about going out on their shield, ooh. But we don't know it's double fractured until, this is the thing, man, when you fighting, your adrenaline pumping crazy. And I understand you might have had a double fractured eye because you ate all of them fucking jabs, bro, but you quit. Like, you quit. Like, you quit. Like, that, like, looking at his eye, yeah, his eye was fucked up. But for me, that wasn't enough to make me quit. Not like that. He would have had to knock me out, man. Mark, he would have had to knock me out, bro. Because he went down on one knee, bro. And he went out like that. For any of us who enjoys fighting, when we see a guy go down one knee like that, we automatically attribute it to quitting. Because, like, yo, you're down on one knee. You ain't on your back like Pulev. You ain't flailing arms in the air on some nut freak boy shit. You just quit. Like, this the thing. Let the trainer do it for you. Let the trainer do that for you. Like, Kell Brook didn't quit like that. Kell Brook tried to keep fighting. Kell Brook was on his ass. Like, he was on his feet with the Triple G shit. He was on his ass with Bud Crawford, but he never quit. Here's something that bothers me. Imagine the idea of Dubois taking Povetkin's leg. Oh my fucking God. Like, I wouldn't even want to dream of that shit. I wouldn't even want to dream of that shit. Like, Povetkin would be tailor-made to kill Daniel Dubois. If I ever got injured like that, I'm gonna live to fight another day. Look. This is the thing we don't know, though. We don't know. To me, look, I've had my orbital bone shattered by my own cousin. I ain't fucking quit. I ain't quit. And I walked around with that shit fucked up for a whole week. So for me, he quit. And he showed lack of heart. And I understand if people ain't on that shit with me or whatever, but my whole thing is this. When you in a fight, your fucking adrenaline is pumping, bruh. Your adrenaline's pumping. You don't feel nothing, dog. Nigga, this is what you do. This is what you do. This is what you do. Nigga, he wanted to quit before he hit the ground is what I'm telling you. He wanted to quit before that. So, of course he's gonna use the fucking eye as an excuse. He had no answer for the little bit of fucking fundamental shit he was doing the entire fight. The entire fight. He fucking quit, bro. He showed a lack of heart. He showed a lack of mental fortitude. The nigga quit. And he young and he fresh. And he quit like that. One knee. The nigga quit. On some girl shit. On some girl shit. I can't say live to fight another day when you don't know your ailments in the ring. Nigga, every shot going hurt. It's a punch in the face. He quit, bro. He quit. And y'all gonna see. Go back and watch the fight again. Watch the last 2 rounds before he fucking quit. He was checked out during the fight. I'm getting off White Hot Top sponsored by Joyce. Like, my thing was like, yo, and when I said what I said on Twitter, yo, I didn't want to say quit because at no point do I want to tear down a fighter in their darkest moment. But the nigga quit, man. Now I can say it. Because the whole world's saying it too. And that's the thing. You quit, and you have no way of knowing this, but you were winning the fight, and you quit. You quit when you was up. I'm sorry. There's only a couple rounds left. My heart, my mind, the testament of everything that I am is not going to let me falter in that way. I can't. The damage is already done. It's done. Take what you're going to take, bruh, but not like that. Not in the praying position, bro. You didn't go down. It didn't even look like yo. He was up. That eye was bothering him before that round. It was bothering him before the round before that. He pushed through that shit. He quit. He quit. And I ain't letting him off it. He said, yo, might not feel, but you can damn sure hear. With the way they said his eye was fucked up, he heard bones crackling. Bruh, that nigga was like, yo. All right, now y'all took all of that into consideration, right? And I dig that. And I hear everything y'all are saying. But now, let me play devil's advocate here for a second. Now take this into consideration. Wouldn't you say that when the whole world is watching you? Growth shattered. Almost permanently sent my arm growing out left. ACL, MCL, torn at the same time. Orbital bone, cracked, fractured by my own cousin right hand. Jaw, broken. I know the vibes. And I ain't never heard them shits crack. Never. It's a fucking burning sensation. When you break something, a burning sensation goes like this. It just disperses. Boom. Like, and you feel that shit everywhere. But you like, okay, I know it's broke. I know it's broke. But talking about you having your bones cracked during the fight, fuck out of here, nigga. You should have stretched in the morning. That's all that was, a nigga ain't stretched. Have any of you recently played any Final Fantasy VII? No, but I just ordered it the other day. I just ordered it. It's finally time for me to play it. Final Fantasy VII is my favorite game of all time. We're going to do. I'm trying to figure out what the name I'm gonna do for the game stream channel. But we going in 2021 streaming. The only reason I ain't started yet because I ain't got my PlayStation 5 yet. I got the TV though. Can Dubois beat? Fucking no, Mark. You know, Hergovich, my favorite young. Like he ain't really young, but you know, Hergovich is my favorite so-called prospect coming up. Hergovich is the one guy that I feel like gives all of the heavyweights fucking problems on problems. Joyce made Dubois and former relatives that hand fake the headbutt combo from Dubois. Shut the fuck up, Leaks. Y'all boys got me dying in here, man. On life, y'all got me dying. Dude getting pistol whipping fights and still fighting back. Man, look, man. That's what I'm saying, Links. This ain't Mortal Kombat. Like I said, you gotta take what niggas is saying with a grain of salt and a spoonful of sugar, bro. Cause niggas be on some sweet shit. He ain't fucking like, yo, man. Like, yo, I look at the kid's character. I look at the way he handles himself in the public. He's an extreme introvert. You can see he's very timid the way he responds. He don't even really know how to talk for himself. I'm not saying, I'm not, and no disrespect, I'm not saying like that. But introverted people, they not the best. They don't express themselves the best way, and they face adversity. They normally deal with it. They deal with it inside themselves, but it shows on the outside in a very weak emotional way, though. Like they can't hide the expressions on because you're so introverted. You can't hide the expressions on your face. You're so introverted. People are gonna know when you're mad. People are gonna know when you're bothered. If you do a press conference, people are gonna know that you don't have a gift of gab. People are gonna know that this dude's got you upset inside your feelings. Like Daniel Dubois showed me at the end of that fight that he was inside his feelings. He was down because of the loss. But another thing, too, he was ultimately calculating how people were going to feel about him quitting. It's no different than fucking Manny Pacquiao saying he needed shoulder surgery after the Floyd fight when he just got outclassed. When you got outclassed, a number of excuses come out. Shout out Deontay Wilder. Shout out George Foreman. Shout out fucking Manny Pacquiao. Shout out everybody except Danny fucking excuse. And y'all know I hate Danny Garcia, so shout out to him for not having a fucking excuse for once in his life. And shout out to Angel for telling the truth about the way this nigga was fighting. Jesus Christ. Dubois telling Telescope and Kaleidoscope EP coming to school I-4-9. Y'all motherfuckers are fucking dumb. Oh my God. Why y'all, man, leave Tab alone, man. Y'all boys, leave Tab alone. Leave Tab, hey, what Tab do to y'all boys, man? Come on, man. I'm just saying, man, for me, I was just highly let down by the way he left that ring. Because look, bro, if you was so fucked up, you couldn't do this or that. If you quit, how many niggas quitting to give interviews? Come on. I'm just saying. Don't fall for the bullshit. AJ Reeves, and Josh Greer took their losses like real champs. Facts on facts. Facts on facts. And that's the deal. Zero, salute my guy. Look, and that's the fucking thing, bro. My thing is, he conducted himself like a whore. Oops, I said it. He conducted himself like a whore, in my opinion. You down on one knee. Begging Joe Joyce, baby, please. Like, yo, Joe Joyce had him on one knee, bro. He quit. Quit. Joe Joyce made him quit. On one knee, bro. Yo, we not saving face for Daniel Dubois. I'm gonna put y'all mind state where I'm at. Joe Joyce made this nigga quit. Come on, man. Come on, man. So what you're saying is he went in, got fucked, got tossed out there like nothing sounds accurate. Absolutely, Mark. My guy. My guy. That's what I'm saying, man. The truths will set us all free. And look, man, because I like guys, I know motherfuckers want me to motherfucking be like fall back on their favorite dudes and all of that. But nah, man. Y'all can't expect me to change. I'm not. This is the reason why I ain't been doing certain people's favorite podcasts that's really doing numbers. Because I refuse to change. Turning down contracts and all of that shit. Poor Triple D. I legit feel for that young dude. Warren hyped him up so much, got Triple D. There you go. There you go. That's the thing. That's the thing. He was a Frank Warren product of a fucking misconception. Nobody was like, yo, this is the problem with boxing. We've got to deflate the yes men. We've got to take the yes men, crumble them all up like a piece of paper, throw them niggas in the trash with a swift jump shot. Because the yes men are fucking killing these guys early, bro, and it's making these dudes look what the laws is doing to people now, man. The laws, one law's got motherfuckers drinking, drugging, not coming back to the sport right. They never feel that they can go back to reach a level of prominence in the sport that they should. And it's all due to the fact that there's so much emphasis on the laws. No, you can bounce back. Look at your countrymen. But you quit. When people say Anthony Joshua quit, I saw a nigga get up multiple times. That nigga quit. He quit. So if Anthony Joshua catching all of that flame, Triple D needs to be utterly humiliated. Oh, man. Triple D was always a poor man's Bruno. Let's call it what it is. Man, for real, I feel like we disrespecting Frank Bruno like that. Because Frank Bruno was awesome. It was just fucking world level guys around Frankie baby at that time that just like, yo, it's a lot of talent, man. That's different. Like, yo, fucking Triple D, man. Triple D is a product of overhype. Triple D is a product of fucking BT Sports. Gareth Robert fucking cock gobbler patrol, excuse me. That's what makes a fighter legendary. Sugar Ray Leonard style and motivation. Now this is another question since we there, right? Like, let's honestly ask ourselves this. How do y'all think fucking Sugar Ray, how do you think Marvin Hagler felt? How do you think Alexis Aguayo felt against Aaron Pryor when he got hit with that fucking uppercut and that bitch sent his fucking head to the stars where he said he thought the bitch stretched his whole neck out. All he could see was the fucking sky after he got hit with that shot. How do you think Diego Corrales felt when he was fighting Luis Castillo? These are things we gotta put in perspective when we talk about a nigga talking about they was hurt and they quit in the ring. Because those dudes had multiple broken bones. Those dudes pissed blood. Those motherfuckers felt acid burning inside their guts. Those dudes went through punishment. The level of punishment is way fucking different. And the medical and I would say that the medical supervision, that's what I was looking for, is nowhere near on par with what they do today. More punishment, less medical. Less punishment, more medical. So you see why I don't feel sorry for this nigga? Because what I watched Aaron Pryor and Alexis Aguayo go through was fucking punishment. That was fucking death. What this dude went was a fucking jab that was slower than molasses. It disappointed me, man. Here comes one. Israel Vasquez for Rafael Marquez. The final fight cost him his eye. He now has a prosthetic eye. He didn't quit in that last fight. That's what I'm saying, Mark. Less medical, more punishment. Let's talk about what they went through, because we don't hear about Terry Norris. There's not enough talk, and I advocate for Terry Norris and his wife all the time because they do an amazing thing for retired boxers. Salute to Terry Norris and his lovely fucking wife. I advocate for these guys, but when I look at these new cats, it's like old fighters. We don't talk about the punishment they went through. We don't talk about how they felt when they was in the locker room. We don't talk about how long these motherfuckers sat in the hospital before they got cleared mentally, physically, all of the above, concussion protocol, all of that shit. Facts. You don't play boxing. We don't talk about that shit. But now we gonna fucking give Daniel Dubois all his love for his fucking eye. No. I knew he gets trashed on, but he fought for 9 facts. Facts against Nonito Donaire, bro. A vicious puncher. No debate. Hall of Famer. Look, man, this shit has been fucking great, yo. This shit has been absolutely great. Man, I missed y'all. I miss talking this shit, bro. And this shit has been a great conversation, man. We're going to do this shit again tomorrow. Reaper Gang Radio, we tapping in. And I'm going StreamYard so we can bring all the boys in. It's a fucking gangster party. As we always say at the end of this shit, it costs you nothing to pay a fucking fractured eye, no fucking mind. Reaper Gang, out. Salute and respect to all of y'all. Peace and love.